I have an urgent message for you. Over 95% of real estate wholesalers are going to fail. This is the craziest changing times that are going on in real estate right now. And I want to break down exactly why most wholesalers fail, why most wholesalers are going to fail in the future in this coming market, and what you can do to become the 5% and have success in your real estate wholesaling business. Guys, I'm in beautiful Las Vegas here, and a lot of people lose out, a lot of people fail. A lot of people have tried to make it work in the real estate wholesaling market in Las Vegas, and a lot have failed. And I've talked to some of the most successful people on my trip here in real estate wholesaling, in real estate in general. And I've had stories about people that have failed. So I really want to break down what happens in my market, what I see all around the country running probably the largest real estate wholesaling mastermind, and seeing people who are successful, people that aren't successful. But just FYI guys, I know you guys ask this question a lot. When I came to Vegas, first thing I did, went to In-N-Out Burger. See the smile on my face right here. I was a happy guy. But what I can tell you right now is most people are gonna fail right now. And it ultimately comes down to one thing only. It's the action, The best formula that I have found for people who have success in regular wholesaling real estate, in virtual wholesaling real estate, is action plus knowledge. If you can have action and knowledge, and plus you can add a actionable step plan, a guide for yourself, that's gonna be the key. And wholesaling real estate becomes super complicated, It really boils down to those two things, then you add the extra secret sauce in there, you're gonna have success. So let me say it one last time. It is action plus knowledge plus your game plan, your content, calendar for your marketing. Whatever it takes for you to be successful, it's gonna need those three things. And let me break down what these three things are, right? Number one is action, and that's probably gonna be the most important part. The problem is, it is part of a recipe, You got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? If you have the bread, you have the peanut butter, but you got no jelly, it's gonna be a peanut butter sandwich, right? It's not gonna be good, and vice versa for everything else. So action is gonna be very important, but it's not gonna be the most important thing if you don't have the other things, and it's just gonna fail. So it's really important to take action. That is, in my opinion, probably the hardest thing to get in somebody, that drive, that hunger to go out. Everyone asks me, what's your motivation for getting started in wholesaling real estate? It's just, guys, I was making $8 an hour as a bag boy. I could have never afforded to be on the top here on Las Vegas Strip on a 5-star hotel, living the life of my dreams and just traveling the world, right? I could have never done that working at a grocery store making $8 an hour, right? And that kind of had something in me, but most importantly was that time freedom for me. If I ever decide to have a family in the future, to take care of them. I know $8 an hour working 60 hours a week, never going out here living the life of my dreams. I don't think I deserved it. I don't think my family deserved it. And that just had a drive in me to take action. Here's my biggest problem. I was 17, I had the motivation, I had the action, I was ready to go. And the biggest problem was I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have the game plan, right? And obviously, Rick helped me out a lot starting out, read a bunch of books, and started gaining my knowledge, right? I mean, there wasn't YouTube like this where knowledge is out here to show you exactly how to live your dreams in real estate wholesaling, right? It wasn't a thing. But right now, you have the knowledge. So I had the action, didn't really have the knowledge, but I started learning, what's the marketing channels, what I should do, and I figured out, hey, bandit signs, right? And so that was my knowledge. I knew bandit signs. I didn't know where to put bandit signs, just put them outside my high school wrestling tournaments, and hey, worked out really well. And that secret sauce was, what was the marketing schedule for me in there? And obviously my marketing schedule was every time I had a high school wrestling tournament, which was every single week in the summer, guess what I did? Outside the high school wrestling tournaments where they put the high schools in very busy places in Florida, so it worked really well for me. So I just stuck them out there, 50 a week, until I got my first real estate wholesaling deal. And that absolutely changed my life. And really, that's something you gotta be doing. So if you have the action right now, it's easy, How do you get the action if you don't have that hunger, that drive inside of you? And I can only ask you a couple questions, If you don't have the drive right now, there's probably something wrong, If you're happy with your job, you probably shouldn't be wholesaling, right? If you're making plenty of money, don't do it unless you want to, Wholesaling is a burden when you're starting out, especially using it as a side hustle. It's not gonna make your life easier. It's actually gonna make it harder. But if you really want that drive, that motivation, especially a young person, just think about you, where do you want to be in the next 20, 30 years? Do you want to be at the same place you're at now? You're going to get destroyed with inflation, especially with your wages. It's not the life to be living. And, one motivation I've always had, which, Rick makes a lot of money, so I didn't really have this problem, but if your mom is not retired, if your mom does not have her house paid for, you should have all the motivation in your life right now to go retire your mom and take care of your mom, guys. We are nothing without our mothers, and you got to take care of them, And that should be motivation enough. And I can't tell you whatever chip on the shoulder you got, but you got to use that for drive. And I can create that hunger, I can create that motivation. I get you jacked up right now to get into wholesaling, but like if you don't have that knowledge, you're gonna fail. So how do you get the knowledge? Now, luckily for you, I have a free wholesaling course. We have over 50,000 people. It's the largest wholesaling real estate course in the country. We also have the largest wholesaling mastermind in the country. Wholesaling House is for real. So if you want the knowledge, you want an absolute game plan to get started in real estate wholesaling, just go to freewholesaling.com. That's my free wholesaling course. Hands down, the best place to get started in real estate wholesaling. Learn the knowledge, acquisitions, how to actually do the marketing right, what's the best for your budget. You got $300 for your budget, 1,000, 0, show you exactly the way. Plus, in that freewholesaling.com, you can join the 30-day wholesaling challenge, which is basically a 30-day curriculum, if you guys like that, of getting started from day 1, 2, 3, all the way to 30 on the whole entire real estate wholesaling process. From start to finish, you guys like the homework, you like knowing what to do. Hey guys, the knowledge is out there, it's absolutely for free. It is the craziest thing in the world to pay a real estate wholesaling guru $5,000, $10,000 to learn this business when you can learn it absolutely for free. I'm telling you guys right now, do not pay for a wholesaling guru. I give it all for free. I would just want to help you out. Use that money for your marketing. It's going to help you get the most success possible. And the last, most important part of how to be successful is that schedule of your marketing. It is discipline. Yeah, guys, I think one of the best quotes I've ever heard from Jocko Willink is discipline equals freedom. And that is the absolute truth. You know, if you're disciplined in your eating, you're going to stay healthier. If you're disciplined in your working out, you're going to be better. But if you're disciplined in your marketing, you're going to be better, right? So I always tell everyone, you know, create a marketing schedule and a time budget and a money budget. Your time budget might be as important, or if not more important than your money budget, because you can start wholesaling with $0, but your time is going to be very valuable there. And that's how I'm going to do it. And that's how you stay successful, guys. You got to have the action. You got to know the knowledge of what to do, and then you just got to keep the consistent action. And this gets me back to like, why do 95% of people fail, right? Number one, they watch a couple of YouTube videos and they don't really want to get the knowledge up because they can't afford $10,000 for a real estate wholesaling course, which I get it. I do one-on-one free coaching calls too, which is pretty cool. But most people fail because then they just try to do it. They don't have the knowledge. They don't know all these terms, and they just go out there willy-nilly and try their little thing, and they get lost because they don't create a schedule of their marketing. And their knowledge is all weird because these guru courses, they have free courses, but they don't teach you acquisitions, they'll teach you marketing. It's all over the board, guys. And honestly, a lot of people fail. A lot of people have the action or the motivation, but they don't keep consistent with it. And that's where that schedule of your marketing is going to help you so much. But the truth is, most people are going to fail because they're just not staying consistent with it. Most people quit in real estate wholesaling after a month or two because they feel like it's get quick rich scheme, but it's honestly not. It is absolutely something you got to work on. And if you go to freewholesaling.com, you can learn absolutely for free. But most people are going to fail right now because they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the schedule, and they're not taking that consistent action or taking the action to get started in real estate wholesaling. So I'm begging you guys, go to freewholesaling.com, get your money up. You can actually get a link to talk to me one-on-one, absolutely for free. No discovery call, nothing like that. I can show you this business absolutely for free, guys. Be the 5%. We are in a changing market right now where your marketing and your action is going to be the most important. I'm going to help you out the entire process. So guys, do me a big favor and smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Have a blessed one.